Alright everybody, welcome back. Alright, we're on Aberration. Okay, so let me bring everyone up to speed on what's going on and what happened. Alright, first off, my dumbass wasn't recording. So we got arced, we lost Voxana, we lost our Spino. Sorry, let me get a shot of water, or a shot of coffee. We lost our Spino, we lost Voxana, our Pyromane. To the point where we had to transfer back to center. We had to go grab a war Pyromane because I had no Tames to go and try to retrieve my bag. Which we got our bag. Unfortunately, I wasn't able enough to find Voxana or our Spino. We weren't able enough to find them. If not, I would have tried grabbing their essence and reviving them. So on today's video, we are going to go back to center. We need to raise a Pyromane, and also too, we're going to go over there and evaluate some of our tames. Now, check this out. As I was checking the traps earlier, just before I started recording and made sure I was recording, I went over to where the traps are, and there was a crab in there. So I was like, oh well, let me get rid of it. So when I killed it, I noticed a little baby crab started running around, and I was like, holy crap. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to center. We're gonna raise this guy. I did grab this guy. He's a juvenile. I murdered his parent, and there was another one running around. Now we do need a pretty high level Reaver. I don't remember what ours are, but they're on center. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this male here because that one's a lower level than this one. And we're going to take this Carnos fucking crab, pardon my French. We're going to take that and raise it, and we're going to raise one of a new Pyromane. Because we have mutations, and we're going to raise these guys. And also too, another thing, like I was saying, here, one of the things that we can take back are the mushrooms, and that's what I'm going to do this one. Make sure I take back as much of these mushrooms as possible. The reason why is because we're going to make some broths. In fact, I think I'm just going to take all of it. There's some broths in the game that we can make where they'll fight the radiation sickness with tames that are not from here, that can't take the radiation. For example, like the Pyromanes can't take radiation. We learned that earlier today. We got some nameless venom, which I'm going to take back. So when we get rock drakes, we can raise them, because you can't raise rock drakes without some nameless venom. Now I'm going to grab some of that and some of that. Have this stuff cooking. And also too, on some upcoming videos, we're going to be going and doing the island overseer. I have a bunch of people wanting to join me in that fight. In fact, I have someone who actually commented in a comment who asked, hey, whenever I want to do a boss or an overseer, they're down. So I was like, alright, do let's. So let's get to center. Well, that changed a little bit. Oh yeah, the Easter mod left. So everything's back to normal. That's why it changed. I was like, hey, that looked like it changed. Alright, well, so everything's back to normal now. And also, too, the reason why I died down there was because I went into the radiation area, and there's areas down there where you can spawn where you don't need radiation. Like, you won't get the radiation sickness. And we were doing good there for a minute, until the nameless started really beating the shit out of us. Alright, oh yeah, look at that, 28 polymer now. Yeah, definitely. With those guys, definitely put into stamina, food, stamina and food. Let's go ahead and drop you off. Alright, sorry everyone. This is just stuff I do, but watch, check it out. So, you come over here, and right here, this mushroom brew, right here, double, 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 toll and bubble, trouble, whatever. This, I'll go down to the very back then. This soup helps protect pets and tames from radiation. So, that's why we're going to make that. We're going to make it here. For me, it's a lot easier to do it here because an aberration, getting sap is, it's, it's fine. You know, you can get sap pretty easy. Just like here, you just have to go and find the redwood, set up a redwood tree, set up a tap, wait for it to give you it. When here I have armies of it. All right, so yeah, let's check our reavers out. Let's see what we got going on. Now I have been getting sheep left and right, and in this video I'll show you why. So we got a 44. Oh, I got him because of the color. What happened to the river? You know what, maybe I put it in the other cabinet. Oh yeah, we got these roll rats. Let's go check the other cabinet real quick. There's that bright friggin' light. Oh man, oh center. But, alright. So weird. Sometimes playing in this vision. Did I put the reaver in here? Yeah, I did. Oh, ours is a 435 female. Yeah, we're not gonna breed it with this one. Not at all. No way. That's too low. All right. So those are Pyromane. Those guys back. All right. So let's go upstairs and race these guys upstairs, and then I'll start breeding the Pyromanes, because we do have mutations on those guys, so I need meat. And I have no idea how to raise one of these crabs. Like, normally I've knocked them out. Let's see what I need. I need some met. And I guess we'll put fish in him. Probably in this video as well, we'll hatch that that Yudi, so we can go back into the boss fight, and we'll beat the Alpha Dragon with a Yudi, like I said. You know, he's easy to beat if you have the right stuff. Like, you know, we lost 9 on Gamma, and then I died like a dumbass. See, look at this little guy. We got a level 165 Crabola. Now this little dude, we are definitely going to utilize him on Aberration. In fact, this might be the guy we take down into to go get some to go get some rock drake eggs. Now there's an area that I was trying to get to down there, and I wasn't recording, but down on Aberration there's an area where you can get rock drake eggs, and you don't have to be in the toxic area. So I was trying to film that, but you know, good thing and a bad thing. Good thing was I wasn't filming. Bad thing was I wasn't filming, because it was just a shit show, everyone. It was bad. So, alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the tames and everything set up. These guys are already starting to mature, and I'll bring you guys back in when we, yeah, are hatching and having babies. I'll be back. Alright, everybody. So, I also forgot, I got this baby, Carnotaur. So, yeah, we gotta raise him as well. So, let's throw him in the mix. Now I gotta make sure I have everybody. So, That looks like everyone. So we got our pyro mains. Alright, so you know what, let's go get this Carnotaur first out here. Get him raising. I totally forgot about that guy. Oh shit. Wrong one. I thought I put it in my hotbar, I guess I didn't. Alright. So look at this little guy. He looks like a tiger. That's why I got him. I was like, oh my god, he looks like a tiger. So let's go ahead and get him raising. We'll have to find him a partner. Is it a him or a her? It's a him. Yeah, we have to find him a partner. Probably another 420. Yeah, definitely, because that's a cool color. Let's see. 6. We'll see when we get an imprinting bonus on it. See if any of these go up, which they will. Alright, so let's, alright. Yeah, we got our crew. Yeah, we had to move everyone. Oh yeah, we kept getting attacked by all kinds of stuff, and man, no matter what I do, those dudes kept aggroing. Alright, so let's go over our pyro mains. Now, when we were going through the dragon boss fight, I was talking about how I don't mind losing stuff because we just got a mutation. So our pyro mains were at 660, and now they're at 662. And yeah, we are starting to rock some of their first mutations, which luckily, like, I am so like, wow. So one of the best mutations on shadow mains and pyro mains, okay, you can possibly get is a melee or the other one. With a pyro main, you definitely want like oxygen, because they actually are not like a shadow main. Shadow mains have gills. They don't need to breathe. They can breathe underwater. Pyro mains, not so much. So I was looking at this guy versus the other ones, and he was the first one that gave us the mutation, and through breeding. Here's the breeding cabinet of Here Are the Mutants. Now, there's one in here, her. Now, I always tell everyone, sometimes mutants will give a lower level baby. And even though it is a mutant and it's not like any of its siblings, it's a mutant. And those are the ones you typically want to hold on to and let them fully develop. The reason why is because normally this is a sign of another mutation in the line. So I labeled her a war. The reason why is because I haven't pinpointed if it is a mutation or if she's just a mutant with a low number, which happens because the mutation happened on the father's side and then it carried to the mother. Because I want to say this one is yeah, so this came from the father, so it was the father, then we got the mother, and now we got another male. So like I said, though, it's been hard to try to pinpoint it, and I think I pinpointed it with oxygen and stamina, because they have 25,000 health all the way around, including the ones inside the cryo cabinet. And they have a 1683% melee, and that's 100% imprinting bonus. So I have a feeling it's definitely either an oxygen or they got another stamina. These guys have always been running at 180. Now, Voxana, I put her to 200, and oh my god, everyone, she was fast. And unfortunately, if you guys see my videos, which you will, yeah, she was too fast. So I'm not gonna do that again. All right, so let's get them breeding, because like I said, I starting a new line pyromanes, and I wanted a mutant as well because I want to see what the ah, I want to see what the mutation is. Oh goodness, stop that please. So whatever baby they give us, I'm gonna take the breeder and I'll make it the Voxana 2. The reason why is because I want to see what the mutation is. Um, or the other one, I'll just take one of these because I'm sure I didn't put any points into any of these. I never do. Yeah, I see that one's carried on the father, carried on the father, carried on the father, even through the mother, carried on the father. So that's where the mutation began on the father's side. So, but like, see, this one threw me off, but the mutation never left the father's side, so not too sure. Not too sure. I actually might make her my tame Voxana too, because she's a low level mutant. So 616, 17, 180, 6, yeah, see, 1683. Oh wait, did she get? No, it's the same. I was looking at the weight. So, alright, so they're going. Now, I am going to breed our main breeders. There are some other breeds that we're going to breed too, because I did finally get a breeding pair of dragons. So I have some dragon breeding pair. I have been breeding our Argies, and we did get a um, uh, what I call a pink Argy. It's purple on gold, and it's a male. So, but it lowered the line. See how this one's 376, and we're breeding at 6609. So it lowered the line by half, but on this one it gave us quote unquote two mutations, which was two colors, gold and purple. Um, Honestly, it was one, but if you think about it, it was two because it lowered the line almost by half. so, so we're only going to use that bird for a color if we want it. And these are the ones that I got on the island. Um, of course, I had those Tusos that I got. In fact, someone gave me some Tuso eggs, and I thank you, um, player. There was another tribe who I always ride around on my Dreadmirs, and what was funny is they asked, do I have an extra one? And I said, yeah, I sure do. And you know, I told them that I'd already put points into it. It was one of the ones that I used in a video. So they just wanted a Dreadmere, so I told them, you know, whatever you think is fair. It doesn't, you know, I put points into it. So so they went ahead and they gave me some Tuso eggs. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Appreciate it. So yeah, we got some Tuso eggs that we got to go into the water and hatch. Here's our Yudi egg we've been sitting on ever since we got it. Now this is the one that I'm going to definitely hatch so we can go into the boss fight. So on the Dragon Alpha. Alright, come on, hurry up and breed. And we gotta keep an eye on those dudes. Let's see, let's get the Carnotaurs out. Because they're pretty compact. Huh. Our little Carnotaurs will pack a major punch. Oh, I was gonna say the other subscriber who bought my original Carnotaur army, he's on Aberration right now, and yeah, he's still rocking the Carnotaurs. He said that, you know, he's had to replace them because he's been replacing them and breeding them as well. And I told him, you know, I'm on a mission to find some higher level, max level ones because, you know, this is an impressive army. I mean, look, they already have 5,800 mutations stacked on the father, 3,745 mutations stacked on the mother. So these little guys pack a punch. I mean, they're already the stock just under 10,000 health. Okay, this is a stock model, just under 10,000 health. There's the baby, and melee damage 1659 with a running speed of what is that? 188.5. Let's grab that baby. Grab the old met. All right, so let's turn you off. All right. Let's see what you are. You're a female. Okay. So let's do this. Set the two stole so it doesn't follow us. All right, and we'll give it some met. All right, let's check it out. If I can. Alright, so let's see. Yeah. See what I mean by stacking? See, everything started with the female. Now, as you saw the other mutant females, I couldn't get them to stack, and now she finally did it. So always switch out your breeder. So this one's now the new breeder. The reason why is because whatever baby she produces, it's now going to be stacked to 3. Or excuse me, it's going to be stacked to 4 on each side. So one side should have 3, the other side should have 4. So it's 1 and 1. So no, it should be an even count of 4. Yeah, it should be an even count, whatever baby they produce. So, and then this one right here, oh, I always have them go to war. Although, we will keep her. She's one of the mutants and one of the first ones. So again, too, we also want to figure out what the mutation is on them. And Pyromanes are very difficult. I have yet to figure out what the mutation is. So, it can't be a color because their flame hasn't changed. Their armor is still ascendant, 60 armor. You know, I haven't figured it out. So one of the things though I've been noticing between them though, like this one has 49 and this one, I want to say the male has 51. So this is one of the breeders that we bred up, because as you go up they go increase in levels as well. So this one should max out at either 52 or 54, more than likely 52. So let's look at the litter. 42 stamina. Oh, wait. I didn't think about that. It's torpor. 36. That's what it is. Yeah, 36. 36. Oh, no, it's not. Damn. What I'm trying to do, everyone, I'm trying to figure out the mutation. Oh, it's a weight mutation. 17, 16. Yeah, it's a weight mutation. Yeah, see how these pyramanes have 5. See, I wars. I don't put any points uh, into anything else other than health and bite because they're war. That's all you really need. And I just figured it out. That's what it is. It's a weight mutation. our pyramane's got a weight mutation. Yeah, 16. And as they double, they increase their, yeah, see, 16. Yeah, so as they double, let's check her, as they go in mutations, it stacks. So this one hasn't been imprinted on yet. '16. Yeah, it's a weight mutation. Hey, we identified it. We did it. All right. So, okay. Well, if you wanted to know what it was a weight mutation. Now, did they give the egg? Yeah, they did. I gotta turn them off because they breed fast. Yeah, look, she was in within seconds of breeding again. Oh no, she just okay. So, all right, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and name her Voxana 2, and I'm gonna keep going with the breeding. But that's what it is. So our pyromanes, the mutation we got is a weight mutation. So that's actually pretty good because I noticed on Voxana I started putting, she was pretty much a tank, but I started putting points into her weight because I noticed that they don't have a really good like working weight. What I mean by that, like rocks, branches and stuff like that. They're more of a killer. They can hold copious and tons of meat and hide and fibers and all kinds of shit like that. So, all right, all right. So I will come back when. Well, you know what? We've been yapping, and everyone. My breeding videos, they are long, so grab some popcorn. And trust me, everyone, if you want to learn on how to get really good breeds, my videos are the ones that you really want to watch. And also, too, everyone, uh, I'm the reason why I'm still making these armies, and I still have to crack all these eggs, which I'll start doing here in a little bit. The reason why is because I still got to build up this army, which we're doing okay on. From me dying on beta, we're doing great on the green machines. We have a full army already. I just gotta juice them. So, alright everyone, I'm gonna keep going here. I'll probably start cracking those eggs in there. But, alright, so that's what it was, our pyromanes. We figured out they have a weight mutation. Which is a good thing too. Oh, the other thing, I was trading the other day, and I asked someone for if they had a raptor, and one of my subscribers said that they had a Gigaraptor. That's the one I'm talking about, a Gigaraptor, which is the big bird. And I asked, what feathers is it dropping? And he says he cryoed it because it's given the worst one, which was weight feathers. And I said, do you have any weight feathers? And he was like, yeah, I have about 5. And I was like, what are you selling them for? And he didn't want to sell them, and I was like, all right, well, let me know when you come across something that you want to sell. Now, he needed, what did he needed something, I think he needed gems. I think he needed green gems, and I'm an aberration, so I had a ton. So I gave him 10,000 of them, and he gave me 3 of these. Now, these feathers right here, everyone, so I was planning on using these for giggers, because giggers come with the most shittiest weight. They come with a 0%, and they come pretty much 0. We will be breeding those. We will be actively getting those. But I got a couple of those to see what we can do. All right, everyone. I'm gonna have to pause the video here. Someone is doing in chat. Um, let's uh, let's say hi unless I have to get into admin mode. So, all right, everyone. I will pause the video here, and I'll bring you guys back. Yeah, when we're breeding and moving right along. I'll be back.